Today I'll be discussing a very important topic, especially for those who are school students. It is a very vital thing for almost all school going students, learners, to know the basic tips of writing a composition. Most of you get worried at the time of English language exams that how to write a good composition. You run to your teachers, you run to your tuitions, and you are always crazy thinking that what would be the topics or what would be the exact tricks that you can apply to write a good composition and to score at least 70% of the total marks. So I think this is a very simple issue, and it needs just a little bit of practice. Even if you are not good at writing a composition, I am sure that these tips are really going to work. So let's have a look. I will discuss the tips in a stepwise pattern, and trust me, if you follow them, you will be able to write a good composition in your next exam. Step 1. Choose a topic that is not catchy. Yes, you might get surprised why I am telling you to not choose a topic that looks or appears catchy. I will discuss the reasons gradually. So choose a topic that is not catchy. Okay? Now, why do you think I am telling you to choose a topic that is not catchy? The reason is generally attractive and catchy topics, they capture our attention, and eventually we fail to focus upon what we actually intend to write upon them. Moreover, topics that are very much related to our daily life, that are very much practical, very much attached to us, help us in composing better. So don't go for glamorous and showy topics which attract you. Seeing them, you feel like writing upon them, and you feel that you would score the best, you would score the greatest marks in the entire class, but that's not true. They capture our attention in the beginning, but we lose focus and we get diverted while trying to compose upon them because they are not attached to us really. So the next tip that I would share with you is choose a topic. Basically 5 to 7 topics are given in your exam papers. So among them, choosing one is not a difficult task. So choose a topic that is nearest to you or closest to you. Okay? Step 3. Take 5 minutes for yourself in recapitulating some points on the topic. They may be random topics. I'm not telling you to start thinking right from the introduction, then the paragraphs and the conclusion. No, they need not be consecutive. They need not be very arranged, but try to think of a set of points which you can relate to that particular topic. So I will summarize that in a point. Note down at least 7 to 9 points about the topic you have chosen. But remember, the second point is the most important one. Choose the topic which is most appealing to you, closest to you, related to you, not to anybody else. It's not that easy that you are going to ask your neighbor or your friend who is sitting nearby that whatever topic he or she is attempting, you have to attempt that. Many of you are in that kind of a habit. Even I used to feel like that in my own school years, but that is a very wrong approach. I have seen many of my friends, and during my teaching years as well, I have noticed many of my students coming after the exams and complaining that they just picked up the topic just because a friend of theirs was attempting that, thinking that it would fetch them good marks, but they ended up in writing nothing, literally nothing. So please don't go for those quicker ways. So note down at least 7 to 9 points, and the next step should be just do a rough work in your answer sheets. Maintain at least a considerable amount of space. You can draw a margin also for yourself with pencil. I'm not telling necessarily with pen. You can have a short area for your own plannings. I used to do that. It was a habit in my school years, and it's not that I'm exaggerating. It really fetched me good marks, and I used to score pretty high in my essays. So just have a separate section. It may be a rectangular portion of your answer script, or it may be a vertical portion of your answer script. Just draw a margin with your pencil and a scale, and just try to visualize in your mind your first paragraph of your essay, the introduction. Now the introduction is the most vital and important part of your essay. What should it comprise? It should be very attractive and very impressive. Right in the introduction, as we all know the proverb, morning shows the day, so is the introduction. Your introduction should at once capture the attention of your examiner. So introduction should be capturing. Okay? Don't make it more than 5 to 6 sentences. So you can jot down with me as I am doing. Don't make it longer than 5 to 6 sentences. Okay? Next we move on to the body of the essay. Now the body of the essay, ideally in a pattern or in any book, in any language or grammar book, you will find that they suggest, most of the authors suggest that the body of your composition should be comprising of 3 to 4 paragraphs. But I would suggest make smaller paragraphs and break them into 5 to 6. At least 5. Means instead of writing 3 lengthy paragraphs, go for 5 short paragraphs. 5 to 6 short paragraphs. Each having 5 to 6 sentences. So I think you can very well understand what I am actually focusing on. I am trying to impress this part on you, that your composition should be easy to grasp, easy to understand, and easy to imbibe by your examiner. Remember, he or she is also a human being, and you have to play with his or her psychology. Just try to make or create that kind of an impression that you are not going to bore him or her. You are going to impress him or her in your essay. Even if you are composing your essay with the easiest and the simplest of words, no matter. Just try to grab that kind of an impression that you are not going to write any rubbish. You are not going to write any shit. You are just going to write what you feel like on that topic, and it should sound perfectly authentic. The last point about this topic that I must say is that, as I told you in case of the introduction, so goes for the conclusion. The conclusion should also be at least with 5 to 6 sentences, comprising of 5 to 6 sentences, and try to end it up with a common proverb. I will note down. You can also jot down. common proverb or a saying, or in worst case, if you can't recollect due to the pressure of your exam day, if you can't recollect any simple proverb or saying from your grammar book, just make up on your own. Just make up your own. Remember, those who had made those proverbs and sayings, they were also human beings. It's not that they just picked them up from somewhere, or it just fell from the sky. No. So just try to make or frame a sentence or a saying that is completely of your own. But do remember to use it not within double inverted commas or not within quotations, but in order to emphasize that you are going to assess or you are going to conclude about the entire topic in a single sentence or in a set of two sentences, you must at least drop a line, go to the middle of the page. Suppose this is your answer script. Go to the middle of the answer script. You are in the conclusion. I repeat, you are in the conclusion. You have started your conclusion with a very catchy line. Drop a line. Write your own saying in the middle, your concluding statement, and end it up with 3 dots. Just give it a try and share your feedback with me. I assure you, you are going to write a better composition next time. And if you have liked this lesson, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. In order to get daily updates in your inbox free, click on the subscribe button. You can go to the home page of my channel, click on the red subscribe button, and whenever I come live, you are going to get a notification free in your inbox, and you can join me then and there. So let's meet in our next live session with something absolutely new. Till then, bye bye.